How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Guedin's Attack on Titan fan game. You'll remember the very first game I played on my computer on this channel was Feng Lee's Attack on Titan tribute game, which bears the resemblance to this in that they're both Attack on Titan games. Other than that, they're actually two very different approaches to the same sort of idea. For one, well, let me kill this guy before he regenerates. Hello. The way that it's played is, I don't know. It's hard to say what the biggest difference is when there aren't any similarities. But you can see another thing, the map is way bigger than it was in the other game. It's actually the same place. This is the Tross district. Everything looks, of course, better. There's these weird cutscenes when you fight stuff. The Titans still look like baby men. That wasn't changed, I guess. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's the truth. Oh, there we go. Wasn't sure what's happening there. Even the fundamental way that you move is different in this game compared to that one. Oh, come on. This game you can run on walls sideways. The other game you can run on walls vertically. I mean, name a similarity. It's pretty extreme. The way that the gas works is different. All the movement mechanics are different, but oh, come on. Hitting their necks is more difficult than it should be. Actually, you can charge it, but I never remember to. Kind of a weird thing about this game is you think when they go to attack me like that, and I dodge, and then you see when they turn red, I can counterattack. The counterattack is not the attack button. The attack button and the counterattack button are two different buttons. Oh, there we go. I don't know why he made it that way. I feel like I would have just made the attack button and the counterattack button the same thing. But whatever. And you'll notice me backing away and coming back at them. That's because if you look on the bottom left, it says the condition. Oh, come on. There we go. The condition is how many times you can do an air dodge, which is another difference in this game. So in the other game, you'll see that the white cloud coming behind me is the gas. So you can see I can only gas when my hooks are in something. Woo! That was fast. Whereas in the other game, you could gas in the air without having your hooks on something. And so because of that difference, in this game, you can basically only go straight towards things. It's kind of hard. You can turn around stuff like this. But yeah, it's pretty hard to ever... Oh, I forgot that I'd already hit him twice. Yeah, you're kind of stuck. Ah! There's no way to... There we go. Okay, now I'm going to have to start all over. Their arms... So, it's hard to think of what the best way of explaining this is that I can get everything across. There's so many differences, so many weird things in this that I don't know what to cover in what order, so I'm trying to get to everything. But okay, I think it's better if I start with, after you see I hit them, whoosha, their arms. If I can get further enough away, you can see that his left arm has turned purple and his right arm is still this tan color. And so the purple means that he can't attack me with that arm. And so I'm free to move around him all I want, and there's nothing he can do, because they can only attack with their arms. They can attack with their feet, but you don't really ever have to deal with that in this game. And then, depending on the number of limbs they still have active, also determines their speed, too. So you'll see, there we go. Unless I approach him from far enough away, he won't have time, really, to got him. There we go. He won't really have time to get a swing going. So even after I hit him with but he will have enough time to turn around. So you'll see it takes me, even when I have both their limbs gone, it takes me a long time to get around to the back of his neck. So I can try. Watch, I'm gonna try to get him without killing his other arm here. I'll just stick to this side. Yeah, you see, I cannot get around him no matter what I do, right? I mean, he turns way too quickly. So you have to get his other arm pretty much in order to get him to turn around slow enough to get one of those in. You see, that was much easier, right? If I'd just gone straight for it. So that's what you're looking for. Woohoo! So in order to do that, you just dodge and then you press the counterattack button. Yeah, see, it takes him a while in order to get that attack going though, because you hit his other arm, so now he's slower. That worked. That should have been better, but whatever. Yeah, I can dodge forward, but it's kind of like a cancel. It stops all your momentum in order to do it. So I don't really dodge as much as maybe the guy who's designed this game hoped I would. But it's not, I don't know, I don't think it's practical. So you just go away, you come back. And the reason I do that, I don't know if I've explained it yet, is, yeah, you're trying to see that condition meter. Whenever I dodge, you see it sucks up that condition meter. In order to replenish that, if I go fast, it replenishes faster. So that's really all I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get away from him and come back. I'm just trying to like fly. It doesn't matter where I fly to, as long as I fly, right? So there we go. That was the coolest skill I've gotten. So yeah, that's the main way that you fight these things is, come on. Oh, your hooks go much further too. I mean, you see I hook for days, but that's mainly, like I said, you can only go straight towards things. You can hardly ever curve around stuff. I mean, you saw me curving around earlier. I kind of showed off everything this game had to offer in that single attack. But for the most part, you're just going straight for stuff. There we go. And then you also have a wall run. I don't know if I've shown off the wall run yet or not. You can run sideways, whereas the other game you can run straight up. Both games had a wall run, but this one works differently. Whatever, like everything. Where's the other guy? There's another guy. Also, Titans are a lot easier to find in this game. Like, there's that difference. As far as I have 3 remaining, this one, as far as the differences go, well, like I said, there's a lot, right? They work fundamentally differently. The other one's more physics-based, and so I feel like it's more skill-based, although I feel bad saying that. There we go. Whereas this one's more like just rinse and repeat. You know, you just kind of do what you have to do. Like, you'll see me almost exclusively using 2 hooks. Like, the only time I ever use 1 hook at a time is if I do something like this. Because 2 hooks are faster than 1 hook. So you see, if I do 1 hook and reel in, it took me that long. Whereas if I do 2 hooks and reel in, it's like way faster. I don't know if that was clear. I didn't really time that, but there was no science in that. But I can assure you that 2 hooks is way faster. And it doesn't matter where the 2 hooks are. They don't have to be in the same place. Just so long as you have 2 hooks, you move faster than when you have 1 hook. And that has to do with because of the way that the guy looked at the Attack on Titan universe and looked at this game. It changed all that. So the guy who made this game is a character designer, a professional character modeler for video games. And he wanted to see the other parts of the game design process. So that's why he decided to make this game, because he liked Attack on Titan. And he knew that the other Attack on Titan fan game looked like butt. So he's like, okay, I'll make a good-looking Attack on Titan game. And then that way I'll learn how to program an entire video game. And so this game is popular because the model design was really good. And people offered to like help him out to like finish it. But he didn't want the help because that would have defeated the purpose. He was trying to, trying to figure out what it was like to design an entire video game. So he didn't take it, of course. And so this game hasn't gotten an update in a year, and I don't know if the guy's still working on it, but I doubt it, which is why I decided to show it off now, because I actually just downloaded it. So unlike the Feng Lee's game, which is a web browser game that anyone can play on the web. Well, anyone could play on the web. They can't really anymore. This is actually a download. So you have to go and download the game. And as you can see, it probably requires a bit more higher specs of a PC. The Feng Lee game you could probably play on a potato, whereas this game requires a little bit more out of a PC. But as far as which one's more fun, I don't know. I'm about to kill this guy. There we go. And that's it. I won. I got an A, but still. Ignoring the Titans this time. I'll kill this guy just because he's in the way. Wachow! Yeah, the other one felt more like skill-based. Just because... come on. Haha, you know what I'll do instead, actually? Well, I'll show off... I'm going to show off the training. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay, so now I'm in the tutorial. The tutorial is actually an older version of the game, so you'll see the physics behave differently. Well, I'm not actually supposed to do that. But he even said in his... Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to jump and then dodge, but whatever. He said if you look at the the two versions of the game, he was like, oh, there's no training in one version because I changed the mechanics, and there's no saving humanity in the other because I changed the mechanics. And so, or whatever, the newer version of the game doesn't have the training, and then the older version doesn't have the fighting titans because it's an older version and he hadn't implemented that yet. So he said he would have to add the training back into this game with a new, add the training back into the one we were just playing, so that way they would both be available. But of course he didn't do that, which tells me that I think he's probably not working on this anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of flying through this, but it shows off all the main differences. Here, this is kind of what I was looking for. So you can turn in this game, and this is the only way you can, is if you do something like this. So you can swing around something with your inertia, but you can't. Yeah, as soon as you start using gas, it'll bring you towards the thing that you're hooked towards. So it works very differently. It's like, oh, I can swing around this, but once I lose that speed, I can't regain that speed again because it just pulls me towards it, which is not what you want. And that's the end. You just kill that Titan figure and then you finish it off. So yeah, this kind of works weirdly, but you'll see I almost exclusively use 2 hooks for that reason, because it's much faster than using 1 hook. There's no real reason to use 1 hook ever. Just kind of a weird design issue with the game. See, there's no way to go around these corners. It's like he was so interested in having this dodge mechanic, that he sort of designed that as like, oh, you want to go around that corner, you just do it like that, then you go forward again, you know. So, but because of that, you don't really have any way of, you know, you should be able to go around this thing. There we go. But yeah, it doesn't work too well. So you can't really swing about. You're kind of just forced to go straight at everything you see. It's like, oh, I want to be over there. I want to be over there. I want to go that way. I want to go that way. You know, whatever way you want to be, that's the way you go. Yeah, the only way to like go straight even is like if you do 2 hooks out like that. You kind of do like a 1 hook turn, I guess. That kind of helps because a 2 hook turn just pulls you too fast. So your best bet at doing a turn like that. But see, even that didn't work. It's difficult. It's difficult is the point. So pros of this game is it looks good. Cons of this game is that it doesn't have that like skill level, and it's impossible to get up over things because you can only hook to the top of them. Like, how do I get on top of this thing? Right? Like, I don't know. Well, they explained it well, right? So the other game's like more fluid in the flying, but this game looks better. So yeah, you can take from that what you will, I guess. Whee! It is cool though. It is fun. You do get a better sense of speed, I feel like. Maybe. I'm trying to get along this wall. There we go. And the sideways wall running is cool. I like that he included that instead of the vertical one, because vertical one's not terribly useful. Well, it is useful then, alternatively, in this game, since you can only go straight at things, there's no way to get up over things. And so, like, having the ability, like, I feel like in Feng Lee's game, a horizontal wall run would be more useful than a vertical wall run, because it's easy to get on top of things. Whereas in this game, a vertical wall run would be more useful than a horizontal wall run, because it's easier to get alongside things. Like, I never feel the need to run alongside a wall. It's just slower. Like, if I want to run what's the point of that, right? I can just do this. Like this wall. If I want to get alongside this wall, I do this. Right? That's much faster than any wall run. See, isn't this much faster than using that dumb wall run? If I suddenly use the wall run, and you have to get the right angle and everything, it's like, oh, it like slows you down even, right? So I don't know, as far as like, you know, it supposedly helps. I don't know. Hopefully that was enough. Hopefully that was everything. Hopefully I wouldn't ramble too much. I might cut stuff out. I don't know. And I can't salute. There's no salute button. So see you guys next time. How's it going, everyone? My name's Meister Patrick, and welcome to Feng Lee's Attack on Titan tribute game. So just the other day, we played Feng Lee's Attack on Titan fan game, and I've actually already showed this game off on the channel. But now that we have something to compare it to, I just want to show some of the differences and stuff. So here, look, right? These guys look kind of like baby monsters. They don't have the creepy grin, and they're a bit more pudgy. As more of a chibi style, I guess is what you'd call it. And you see, killing someone is more of a, I can swing better, right? I can get around behind them, stuff like that. It plays very differently. I have, there's 15 Titans to kill. The other game had 16 Titans to kill. That's pretty similar. Getting points kind of works differently. The other game scaled points by the number of Titans you've already killed. So every Titan you killed gave you progressively more points. This game, of course, does not do that. This game gives you points per Titan. And you also have variants and stuff like this. Because I think this game had more versions than the other game did. So the other one probably took longer to develop since he had to focus more on the design aspect of them. You have things like, shoot, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, sorry, I'm a, oh my goodness. Okay. You also have stuff like this where, there we go. Same problem as the other one where you think you hit him and you don't hit him. But yeah, you can do a lot more like swinging and stuff in this one. This one's more of a swinging game. Whereas the other one was more like go straight at something. If I want to go straight at something, you'll see it's pretty much impossible. But getting on top of something, boom, easy, right? I don't need a vertical wall run in this game. What I need is a horizontal wall run. But this game just has, I'll show you, the vertical wall run, which is this one. One run, and then you flip up, and that's how you can get on top of things. But I don't need that. I need a horizontal wall run for when I screw up. Let's kill this guy. You fool. It's easier to get terrible point amounts in this game, I feel like. The other one it said how the points worked, I guess. I didn't really get a good look at it. This guy's in a terrible position. Hold up. I'm getting out of here. I don't need to fight this guy. I don't need this. My man's got 2 jobs. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to... Hopefully I'm showing off the differences here. Also, I'm playing as Eren in this game as well, because I was playing as Eren in the other game. See, there's no cutscenes. There's no good lookingness. There's it's missing a lot of stuff that the other game you say might have had. But alternatively, it has better like physics, or it's more physics based, I guess. I shouldn't say it has better physics. I'm not sure the other one was designed to have physics. It was more designed around, more stiff movement. Whereas this one's more designed around more fluid movement. But it comes at the cost of janky movement. Although the other one was pretty janky too. I don't know if I will have the bit where I get caught inside of a Titan's head, but for some reason I repeatedly got caught inside of Titan's heads in the other game. Come on. And I'm stuck inside this guy. Great. This is actually not too unusual for me. So I'm not actually sure how to get out of this. Well, I'll see you in a second. So if I don't have one of those, it's because number of times I had to restart because I kept getting stuck in Titan's heads. This game I never get caught inside of Titan's head. Oh, you'll see my time is 2:28. So you see another difference this game has is, or not a difference, both games had special abilities that the character had. And so the other game, the special ability was the counterattack. I didn't show what the controls look like, but it was called like character special ability, which is what confused me for a long time because he didn't call it counterattack. He called it like character special ability. Yeah, see, going straight at stuff in this game is a pain. You're like, I just want to be there. I just want to be where I'm pointing. Please, can I be where I'm pointing? See, look, here it's like, okay, I have to swing around. Swing around. I want to go right there. Nope. Then he turned around. It's like, going straight at things in this game is impossible, whereas curling around something in the other game is impossible. So he sort of designed it so that you would have to fight things just sort of in steps. Whereas in this game, you fight things at however you feel you can. This is the guy I was fighting earlier and walked away from. I decided to come back because I knew he'd be chasing me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. There we go. So you can just go straight for things if you want. Or if you want a more complicated kill, right? I can go straight for this guy's eyes. Oh, well, hold up. Hold up. Or actually, it's going to make it easy for me? No, not going to make it easy for me. All right, go straight for this guy's eyes. Oh, and the hooks take longer to regen in this game, which might not make sense to someone who doesn't know this. All right, see, I hit him in the eyes. and I could try to get him in the legs. Nope, I need a smaller Titan for that. Hold on, I'll show it on a smaller Titan. Here, I can just go for his eyes, and go for the back of the neck, right? It's a bit simpler. It is, I can do it stepwise like that, right? I could kill every Titan like that if I wanted to, but there's only 4 Titans left. Oh, I hope one of them's really small so I can show off the 2-step then kill method. That guy's too big. I kind of want to kite them all together to show off my Skittles here. Oh, so the regen. So if you, I click and I click again, that's how long it takes, right? I'm just holding down the button. That's how long it takes to shoot out a hook if it misses. So that's another big difference. Is the other game is like pretty instantaneous. You want to shoot another hook after it misses. Oh, I never even talked about. Oh shoot, I totally forgot in the other video to talk about what the main difference was and how the other guy perceived the game. See, here I'm using gas without having a hook out. See, gas with no hook. That's a big difference. And I could bounce off walls. That's kind of cool, at least. In this game, you can't bounce off walls in the other game. You just have to take it like a man. So the other game, you can't refill your hook or your blades, which is a pretty important part of the show. If anyone's ever seen the show, that's kind of like the big deal. Is you don't want to run out of supplies because you'll be screwed. Hey, I can kill these guys, I guess. How many? There's 3. I see 2 over there. So save them for last. So the other guy believed that when they say gas, he thought that gas meant exclusively reeling in your hooks. And so I don't think that's true because there actually is a manga panel. Oh, I did not mean to do that. See, I only got 10 points for that kill, which seemed to me like a pretty good kill, but whatever. There's a manga panel where someone is using gas in the air without having hooks out. So that is like confirmed to not be true, but whatever. He thought that gas meant only hooks. So that's the way he decided. Let's kill these guys. Another big difference is that I can wreck these guys as a Titan. So there's that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Excuse me, I'm out. And yeah, so yeah, both games have their own merits. But as far as the other one feels a little bit easier, which isn't a bad thing. But it's just, Titan ran out of power. It's just a matter of like what you're looking for. So as far as entry level goes, the other one is incredibly confusing and not very well explained. But once you know how to do it, it's pretty easy to do. It's just like a matter of, it's like, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. It's kind of, stepwise. Whereas this one's more like free form. You every situation you approach is different, right? That's kind of what gives this game its replayability. Is that every time you approach a Titan, you can fight it in a different way. It's like a multiplayer game, right? It's the reason why people can play multiplayer games forever and ever without getting bored, is because every time you approach a person, you can approach him differently. So same thing in this game, right? Every Titan that's in a different spot doing a different thing is a different, unique situation. And so this game kind of has that replayability. But this game does look a little bland. The other thing I was going to show off, just like I did last time, was, or I hope I did last time, was the size of the city. You can see the city is a lot smaller than the other one was. But I don't know, from here it actually kind of looks like about the same dimensions, like depth-wise. But you can get around the city way faster. Like getting from one side of the city to the other makes this city feel tiny, right? It's like, I don't know if I'm going to time this, but boom, I'm at the other side of the city, right? It's just a matter of, I mean, you even saw me, I did like a full loop around the whole place, and it took me no time at all. So that's kind of, I don't know, those are the differences. Hopefully I'm eventually, I want to get the official Attack on Titan video game. I'll get the sequel. There's 2 of them. There's I don't know, I might get the original just so I can compare all of them and play as Eren so that we can see what all of them look like. But yeah, till then, Soink out. Kick. Wish, wish, wish. Don't know if I got to show that. Goodbye.